discuss the third unit, analysis of linear systems from signals and systems subject. So what is the name of unit 3? Analysis of linear systems. So before going to this chapter, let us define what is system. The system is very simple definition. Any physical device, system is any physical device which performs certain operation on the input signal and produces an output. So this is the definition of system. What is system? System is any physical device. What it will do? It will perform certain operation on the input and produces an output. The best examples of systems are amplifier which strengthens the weak signal into strong signal, filter which removes unwanted frequencies, etc. are the best examples of system. Now coming to the systems are classified into two types: continuous time system, So continuous time system. So that means the continuous time system takes the input x of t and performs certain operation on the input and produces an output y of t. So what is x of t is called as? The x of t is called as input. Remember that x of t is called as input or excitation to the system. What is y of t is called as? Y of t is called as output or response of the system. So y of t is called as output or response of the system. So this is the continuous time system. Similarly, coming to discrete time system, we have generally two kinds of signals: continuous signal and a discrete signal. Similar to that, we have two kinds of systems: continuous time system and discrete time system. So the discrete time system, what it will do? So it takes the input, discrete time signal as input, and performs certain operation on this input and produces an output y of t. So this is about continuous time system which operates on continuous time signals. The discrete time system operates on discrete time signals. So now let us define another important definition of this chapter: impulse response. Another very important word of this chapter: impulse response. As the name itself indicates, the response of the system to an applied impulses is called as impulse response. So let us see this definition: the response of the system to an applied impulses. That means if you apply impulses to the system, the response of the system to an applied impulses is called impulse response of the system. Impulse response of the system. So very important definition of the chapter. The response of the system to an applied impulses is called as impulse response of the system. So it is represented with h of t. Remember, very important. So impulse response, h of t or h of n. It is represented with h of t. For continuous time signals, it is represented with h of t. Continuous time signals, it is represented with h of t. For discrete time signals, it is represented with h of n. So therefore, generally, a continuous time system, this is the input, this is the output of the system. So here in the box, we represent the impulse response of the system like this, h of t. So similarly, this is the input to the system, this is the output of the system. The impulse response is represented with h of n inside like this. Now, so both this continuous time system and the discrete time systems are further classified into both continuous and discrete time systems are further classified into number one, remember number one. So time invariant are variant systems, time invariant or variant system. Number two, linear or non-linear system. So number three, static or dynamic system. Number four, causal or non-causal system. The last one, stable or unstable system. So all these definitions are very, very important for competitive exams. Remember that. So very simple definitions. Let us see in the coming articles what are all these definitions. So therefore, both continuous and discrete time systems are classified into time invariant or variant system, linear or non-linear system, static or dynamic system, causal or non-causal system, stable or unstable system. So let us see the first one, time invariant or time variant system. So that is the first one. So I am writing it as first one. Time invariant or variant system. Very simple definition. Time invariant or variant system. So let us see the first definition of time invariant or variant system. So let us see the time invariant definition. If the behavior of the system is independent of time, if the behavior of the system is independent of the time at which input is applied to the system. See, very simple definition. If the behavior of the system is independent of the time at which the input is applied to the system, then it is called time invariant system. So very simple definition. If the behavior of the system is independent of the time, or let us see the time shift. Other definition, the time shift in the input, let us say what the time shift in the input results the same corresponding time shift in the output. The time shift in the input results exactly same corresponding time shift in the output, then it is called very, very important definition, time invariant system. All this you can understand from the examples we'll discuss lot of examples. From these examples you can understand so whether the given system is time variant or time invariant system. Otherwise if this condition is not satisfied, then otherwise it is called time variant system. So this is the definition. That means if the time shift in the input results the same corresponding time shift in the output, then it is called as time invariant system. For example, say let us take a system. For example, this is a system, let us say. So this is the input to the system. This is the output of the system. For example, say I apply a input like this to the system. Let us say I apply a input to the system like this. So let us say x of t versus t. Let us say this is the input x of t of the system. So this is the output y of t of the system. For example, let us say the response of the system has come something like this. Let us say. So what I will do is that I will apply the same input. After a certain time, set t. So I am applying the same input after a certain time. So what you should expect? You should expect the same kind of response. You should get the same kind of response after certain time t. So if this condition is satisfied, then the system is said to be time invariant system. That means this behavior of the system is independent of the time at which the input is applied to the system. So in the coming session we will discuss the problems on time invariant and variant systems. Thank you. So this is about the introduction of the unit 3 analysis of linear systems. Thank you.